This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Six-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Running inside. It's Berry. Hard-hitting tackle.
And that's not a surprise who made that play. And this is just the opening drive, but we're going to hear his name a lot. He flies all over the field, shows up in the run, shows up in the pass. Big-time playmaking linebacker that every time you turn on the tape, you see him flying around.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Keeps it himself. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Now here's Reed. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. He might want another play. On the run, it's Owens. Plows through the defense. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. Here's Reed to throw. He's got him. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Now on the counter. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Rides to the back. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy and let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the 1st down.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. The run inside. It's Morrow. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying.
Maybe some room here. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Aggies! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the 2nd level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the 2nd level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Pulls and fires complete. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morrill. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. On the move, it's Edwards. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He's got it. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Unloads to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's a give to Durham. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Punt on its way, and it is one soaring into the sky. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And the returner is stopped. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They're working that left side. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on 1st down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
On the delay, it's Morrill. The draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Now here's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Red pass, it's complete. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
The Aggies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Tight end now in motion. Reed. Working that left side now. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. A quick pass to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Berry. That'll be enough to move the chains, and it'll also take us to the 2-minute timeout. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking for a man, it's Levin. Makes the grab. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. LSU quick to the line.
when you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The give to Caden Durham. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. He's going for the big play. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. Looking for a crease. It's Owens. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Reed. Makes a catch. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. A lot of urgency for this offense.
And guys, I'm kind of shocked that's the first time we've called his name. And it's one thing for it to be his first catch going into the half, but that's the first target. This offense is an offense that needs him to be explosive, to make big plays. And in order to make that happen, they've got to target him and find ways to get him the football.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A&M comes back out with another first down. The run inside. It's Morrow. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Play fake, Reed. Oh, they're after him. Blasted as he lets it go.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. To the ground to try to pick up the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the attempt is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too.
Makes the grab and room to run. The 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He got a step and just dusted the field. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll go right back to the run. And the defense drags him down.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Sends it back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're dealing with a second and long. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run the option. got enough for the first. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
The Tigers are flying down the field. Unloads quickly. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, LSU!
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets. Bye, Felicia.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Throws for the tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Aggies. A pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Handoff, Caden Durham. LSU will get a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Finds his big tight end. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. LSU right back to the line. looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive gain.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. The DBs will back off a bit. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. The play action fake. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Snags a quick pass on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. On the draw, it's Owens. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
From the gun on third down, it's Marcel Reed. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Dropping back, it's Levin. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready. They were disciplined and made a good play on the football.
So now it's 2nd and long. Here's a give to Durham. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Running inside, it's Craver. Showing off the arms. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. On the ground, it's Morrow. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Shows him the stiff arm. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll move the tight end. Keeps it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense, they were ready for that 3rd down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming. Did a great job. Aggressive. Downhill. Went and got it. Got the tackle for a loss. Forcing the 4th down.
Gets it away. Good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Looking to take a shot.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running right, it's Durham. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Here's a heat. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
A high kick trying to pin them deep. Now on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Looking for space. It's Owens. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Pressure coming, and down he goes.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fakes the grab. And they're able to get him on the ground.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Working on the right. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now.
Touchdown, Aggies. Fitted in the window for the score.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And they tacked on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Zings it complete to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Bringing it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggies!
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Unloads it left. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. throws to the tight end. And they can't make the connection.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.